Hi, and in this video, you're going to learn how to activate a man's love by listening differently. Hi there, Matt Shaffer, your empowerment, connection, and relationship coach. I'm a former attorney who's committed his life to supporting women like you and creating the sort of fun, fulfilling, dynamic connections and relationships with men that you are so worthy of. And this is such an important topic, right? Because listening truly is the cornerstone of all successful relationships. And I'm going to give you a key differentiator so you can determine whether or not the listening that you're doing is helping your relationship or hurting it. I talk about this stuff with my clients all the time. We're going to dive into it in just a second. But before we do, take a second, hit that little subscribe button, and don't forget to click that link in the comments and caption. I have created some great training that's going to make a huge difference in your connections and relationships with men. Okay, so it's not a secret that listening is an important part of any successful relationship. It truly is the foundational building block of trust and intimacy and connection with your partner. But even though that may be common knowledge, it's interesting that a lot of people don't listen well, okay? And I'm not here to throw you under the bus, but I would like you to look at the sort of listening that you and your partner have or have had in the past. Because listening in relationship falls into two main categories. You have reactive listening and you have reflective listening. And that distinction is going to make a huge difference in your connections with men. Reactive listening is what most people do. And as the name sounds, you might be able to figure it out. It means that we are responding reactively, reflexively to whatever it is that someone is sharing with us. So what does that mean? It means that we're not really thinking about the nature of our response or about what our partner needs, why they're sharing with us in the first place. And what does reactive listening look like in practice? Well, one of the biggest ways is taking things personally and getting defensive. Your partner's trying to share with you something and you make it about you. For example, if he says that he's really stressed out and feeling burdened, your mind immediately jumps to, oh my gosh, I must be a burden to him. I must be the one stressing him out. And that's why he's sharing those feelings with me. And then you might get aggressive, you might get defensive with him, and you might shut down, right? And another example is if he's sharing with you a problem or challenge that he's having and you just automatically go into fix-it mode and just start giving him advice and telling him what he should do to change it without fully knowing what it is that he actually needs from you. And this is just two of the many ways that we can be listening reactively. But what are we doing when we're listening reactively? We're making it about us. We're making it about our feelings, our positions, and we're not making it about what that other person needs or what their intentions may be behind it. And when we do that, the effects can be huge. Reactive listening creates conflict, especially when you're being defensive, you're taking things personally, and you're shutting down or attacking him for his vulnerability. It also undermines intimacy and vulnerability for men, which is so important for us, especially if we're not used to being vulnerable in a relationship. It also sets a bad example for men for their own listening. Remember, you are the conductor of the emotional and communicative aspects of your relationship. So you are the one demonstrating to him what it means to be a communicator in relationship. So if you're listening from a shutdown, reactive space, he's going to think that that's how you do it. And he's going to give that same thing back to you, which you know you don't want. And over time, reactive listening creates disconnection and distance and can end up sabotaging or ending an otherwise healthy relationship. So clearly this isn't what we want, and you're in luck because there is another way, reflective listening. And just the term reflective listening includes a key term, reflection, that illustrates one of the fundamental principles of relationship, of a healthy relationship, that you and your partner are mirrors for each other. And reflective listening is when you allow yourself to experience and reflect upon what it is that your partner is sharing and what they need from you, and then respond intentionally in a way that best fits the needs of the situation. Basically, reflective listening is listening from a space where you're making the conversation about them. In other words, reflective listening is conscious listening. It's listening that's dedicated and committed to serving and supporting the sharer, the person who is reaching out to you, in a way that builds understanding and intimacy between the two of you. And here are 2 questions to consider when you're reflectively listening to what your partner is sharing with you. And the first question is, what is motivating your partner to share, and what do they want or need from you? Like, are they just looking to vent and they need you to hold space for them? Or are they looking for advice and support and guidance from you? Or maybe they're just looking for emotional support. And one big way to answer that question is to look at the energy behind his words. Look at the context behind the situation. And as an intuitive, connected woman, you should be able to sniff it out. And once you identify what it is that they want or need from you, you'll be able to give that to them in the way that you respond, right? In a very intentional, loving way, which he will totally appreciate. And if it's not clear, you are welcome to ask, how can I support you? This is a powerful question that when someone is sharing their stories with you, their challenges with you, you are welcome to say, A, that you appreciate, I appreciate you sharing that with me, and how can I support you? And then that gives them the opportunity to clearly ask you for exactly what it is that they need. And reflective listening has so many great effects on your relationship. First off, your partner will feel comfortable being vulnerable with you and sharing with you what it is that's coming up for them, which is incredibly important, especially for men. And secondly, both you and your partner will get the support that you need because he'll be following your lead, right? And he'll be listening reflectively to you as well. And lastly, you'll both learn from and understand each other so much deeper because your understanding of your shares won't be cut off by your triggers and your defensiveness and your walls going up. So the next time your partner is sharing something with you, I want you to check in and ask yourself, am I listening reactively or am I listening reflectively? Is my listening about him or is it about me? Right? And if you're able to check in with yourself and come back into alignment with your intention to create a vulnerable, loving, safe space by listening reflectively, it's going to activate his love, deepen your relationship, and create a win-win for both of you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, take a second, hit that little subscribe button, and don't forget to click that link in the comments and caption. I have created some great training. It's going to make a huge difference in your dating and relationships with men. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.